The good news is we shouldn't need to drill more holes. Then I'm gonna make a bigger hole. We need to do a 13/16 hole.
It's like I'm literally like in a horror film just watching. Oh my gosh, we're gonna need a whole shower. I'm doubting our abilities, honestly.
Somehow we need to figure out how to tie that into the intake of the pump. There's some leaking going on here.
I'm telling you what, I am so ready to get back into the RV and be traveling in this. The whole international travel thing, it was fun. I'm glad we did it. It was a great experience, but I really missed being in the RV and traveling in the RV with my bed, my pillow, my fridge, all the things. So it is time. So excited to get back in the RV for more RV adventures. But first, there's a lot to do before that we go. And if you've been watching this channel for any length of time, you probably know that we have done some things to make things like boondocking a little bit easier as far as the solar setup and stuff like that. Now, we're not going to be going out and boondocking for weeks at a time. This is going to be more of like overnight stays here and there. First up on the project list, like, do y'all feel like me sometimes? I feel like I have something called OCD ADD where
that picture frame, those hooded strings, they are driving me insane.
I just start looking around and I'm seeing all of the projects that I want to do, and then I get distracted and I want to go sort like, oh, this project, that project. So I have to stay focused. Here's the deal with boondocking, right? And again, like our idea of boondocking is more just like camping overnight somewhere, an overnight stop somewhere. It's the same thing. We're just not going out for weeks on end. But either way, the problem is this. We have teenagers that do not understand the concept of water conservation.
And our tanks are not that big. I mean, they're big for a class A.
It's 86 gallons fresh water. That's like really decent size. The problem is the gray and the black. And so, like, think about this. 86 gallons fresh water, 50-gallon gray. Like, that's what we've got. Like, it doesn't compute, right? Like you would think that you would need equal anyway.
And the wastewater, as you're running water down the sink, goes into the gray. So if you have a smaller gray tank, that can be your bottleneck.
This is going to solve a lot of problems with all of those things. This kit in and of itself is not all you need. There's more parts that you need. And because RVs vary so much, they don't include all of the extra parts because it's going to vary on what you need.
I put together a little list here of kind of some things that we're going to need. It's not like rewiring, it's like repiping. We're going to need to add some pipe, and what's built in isn't going to necessarily work. So we need to run a PEX pipe down to the return of the water pump.
Now see, here's the deal. There's a video. Ben sent me the video earlier. He's like, hey, watch this. This is how we need to do this. I will say this, whoever this guy was that made this video, while the information was helpful, it wasn't helpful in the sense of it was just like, hey, you're gonna need this. And then like, here's a photo of what you're gonna need sort of thing. We just tend to jump in, attack, start tearing things apart. And sometimes it's bit us in the butt.
Sometimes it works.
Sometimes it works. So we're gonna hope this is not one of those times that it's gonna come around and bite us in the butt.
The good news is, we shouldn't need to drill more holes. Yeah, we're just drilling holes in the walls.
Every time I turn around, there's like holes going into my RV, and it scares the crap out of me. Every time. There's enough holes in this RV already.
The shower is right here. So technically you're behind this one. Yes! It's right in there.
Did you disconnect this already?
Yes.
It's wet.
Yeah, so this is behind the shower here, and I didn't know we had an access point.
Well, here's the funny part. You say you didn't know, but you did know if you would think about it, because when we renovated, there was this like panel here, and then we took it off to paint, and I was like, that's really weird, so we just covered it with a mixed tile. And
I was like, looking at it, I'm like, oh no, Charity's gonna be pissed. We're gonna have to drill.
Herein lies the problem. So in a typical RV, or even in like a house, right? So you want to shower, you don't want to take a cold shower. You turn the water on, and it takes a little while for that water to come through and heat up. So one, you're wasting a ton of water, but this is like where it actually gets to be a bigger problem in our situation, is that we installed a tankless water heater, which you would think would solve a problem, which it does in the sense of like we don't run out of hot water.
And it's more efficient.
It is more efficient. But because of how that it works, it takes longer for that water to actually get heated up because you don't have a reservoir of hot water sitting there, right? Like in a tank type thing. So you have to run the water through the lines longer to get the hot water to heat up. What we found is we're actually using more water to try to get that initial warm water through with the tankless water heater than when we had the traditional tank type water heater, which when you're boondocking creates more of a problem because if you have one of two choices, right? One, you just let it do its thing and it's going into your gray tank and you're losing your fresh water. Two, you can grab like a bucket, stick it under the shower head, fill the bucket, capture that water, and then use that water for like another purpose or something like that. Here's the deal. I like to glamp. Like, this is Grateful Glamper. This is the glamping channel. This isn't like, let's poop in a bucket.
You can always use another bag that has kitty litter or whatnot for you.
Let's like go through all of these like little hoops to, oh, let's capture this water from here. Let's go get the rainwater. Like, no.
Oh, nobody told me we were gonna have hot dogs.
So we've got to do something to make life easier.
First things first, we need to make a Home Depot run.
Right, because we need the pecs. Now, hold on though.
Yep.
The video said to measure. Do you know how much?
Yeah, I mean, the good news is the water pump is right below the shower here.
Okay.
So
we just need to measure like basically from there to add like a foot
down
or whatever.
to there, so yeah.
Okay, all right.
So how tall are you? You're about...
Babe, have you seen my tape measure? Oh, I'll just hit. There we go.
No. We're going to get out a tape measure and we're going to do this the scientific way. We're not going to be hey, how long from your hip to your foot? Oh, look, there. That's like what?
We're going to get more. Here's the thing. We always can use pecs.
I understand we'll get more,
So
but I still feel like we should get out the tape measure because...
Okay, we'll get out the tape measure if you want.
Here's what we don't want to do. We don't want to have to go to Home Depot twice if we can avoid it.
Well, you always go to Home Depot
twice. We're going to try to avoid that so that we can get this project done.
It's just part of the...
No, it's
just the way it works. You always go twice. Some of the things we need is we need a wrench. I do need a wrench that has a...
Wait a minute.
Plastic on the tip. So when...
Do we have wrenches?
We do have wrenches, but I don't have
You're telling me you need more tools.
Yes. We've got sealant tape. And then we need pecs. We need find out if we need an elbow or just a pecs to female fitting. Well, we need to know if we probably need an elbow one because it'll be a turn going down.
Here's what we should probably do is we should probably just get like all of the pieces.
Yeah. Channel lock with plastic grips. So we need one of those little tubes of silicone, you know. I've got a drill. We need a 13/16 drill bit, not a 7/8.
Do you have one?
Crayon or something to mark. Teflon tape.
A crayon.
And a cloth. Okay. Yeah. So let's go to Home Depot. Oh, and we're going to be taking Alaska somewhere. And he's excited about that. And, oh, what?
I was just going to say, but first, Alaska has an appointment because we used a service called Rover. Highly recommend Rover, by the way. It has been so great for the times that Alaska cannot come with us in the RV. And the last Rover visit, the gal that watches him is amazing, but she has a very large, dirty yard, and he ended up being a very, very dirty dog. And so he's going to go see his favorite person. I'll let him tell you about that.
Yep, it was a big yard with lots of dirt, and now I get to go see my groomer, Destiny.
All right, let's see you measure it.
Let's be scientific. Okay, so it's 40 inches. So it's like 3.5 feet, basically.
Okay.
So if we go with like 5 feet, maybe 6 to be safe.
Double it. 10. So we have a little extra for whatever else.
Okay, hold on. Doubling 3.5 feet is...
Well, you double it and add a little.
It's not 10.
Yes, it is. You double it and add a little.
There's going to be a math equation right down here.
The shower miser is going to go right here where the actual faucet is.
Now, while we've been working on the shower miser mod to save water, we wanted to talk about saving water because it doesn't just stop with the shower, it's just as important in your RV toilet. And speaking of keeping things efficient in the bathroom and getting ready to hit the road, well, I wanted to take a minute to tell you about my go-to product, my little friend, if you will, for keeping our toilet clean, and that is this product called Scrub It. It's actually the #1 selling toilet bowl cleaner in the USA from our friends over at Unique Camping and Marine. Now, keeping your RV toilet clean without damaging your system can be a challenge, and that is where Scrub It comes in, because Scrub It is a cleaner and waste tank treatment all in one. It's powered by tank enhancing bacteria and enzymes, meaning it breaks down wastes, odors, and stains without harming your RV plumbing. Now, a lot of harsh chemicals can damage toilet seals and tank components, and you don't have to worry about that with Scrub It. You can keep your system running smoothly. And because we want this channel to be a resource for you guys in the RV community, we've partnered with Unique Camping and Marine for 15% off their products. You can learn more at gratefulglamper.com/unique or click the link in the description below. And a huge thanks to Unique Camping and Marine for sponsoring this video and their continued support of this channel. Now back to the video.
Oh, hi, Alaska.
Hey guys, are we going camping?
How are you? Are you ready to go see Destiny?
Destiny?
Hey, sit.
Oh,
Sit.
yes. She's my
Sit.
stylist.
Sit. You want to go see Destiny?
Destiny?
Is she your favorite person? What do you like about Destiny?
She gives me a doggy massage and does my nails. I love seeing a groomer.
Go to Destiny?
Let's go see Destiny.
Let's go.
You even cleaned out a spot. All right, go ahead and close it. Hey, Alaska. You ready to go see Destiny? Are you excited?
Oh yes, I can't wait. Can we stop and get some bacon first?
All right, Alaska. We're here at PetSmart. All right, have fun, buddy. Be on your best behavior.
One eternity later.
Let me explain to you kind of what we have going on
It
here.
explained to me too, because
Yeah, I meant to all of y'all.
Okay.
I've got this
this
down
is what we got from Home
there.
Depot.
And we've got right below is the water pump. So we need to tie into that. The good news is there's already some of these pipes going down in. So I just need to squeeze this down through an opening down to the basement compartment where the water pump is. Then we'll tie in there. And then on the other side here, come over here. This is where the shower miser hole is going to go through. We need to do a 13/16 hole right through there. And then
13/16?
yeah.
Okay.
This is the bypass knobs. The way it works is the way you hit this, it's going to recirculate it until the hot water gets hot. Then this is going to turn like a kind of a clear or lighter color. And then you turn this to start the water. It's going back into the flow.
I gotta get out of the flow.
Well, then get out.
I'm in the flow. That's what got me here.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, so
I thought when we started this project, you said no holes.
okay. Well,
Can somebody rewind
that back.
and to the part where Ben said there would be no holes? Because I could have sworn.
the good news is we shouldn't need to drill more holes. I mean, it's
I
just a
remembered
small
somebody
hole.
saying there would be no more holes.
Just a small hole. So, I've got my little crimper and PEX clamp cinch and removal tool set here. And then I've got the right size clamps. So what we need to figure out right now is kind of how to get this. I've got this down through to here, but now I need to finish getting it down to the basement compartment so we can hook it up to the beginning part of the water pump.
Okay.
So we've got these little PEX tees that we initially got one of these little easy quick connect things, but that was too small.
Yeah.
So we're gonna need these little T's. I'm hoping this isn't gonna restrict the water flow though.
But look, you've got these, like you've got these kinds of things here anyway. Like this is
Yeah.
not any smaller than this. Like these, you know what I'm saying? Like when you look at how this is set up, with
Yeah.
like these little elbows. I feel like pressure is a bigger thing versus like.
Right, yeah, exactly, so.
And we have the oxygenic shower head, which helps.
Okay, so under the shower here, you can see there is a little green. This is coming up through the basement compartment. So now I just need to get this piece of PEX, this white PEX over there that I ran down through there, down the hole of where that green fishing wire is coming up. Since I did push that little fishing pole up through, I know where I need to get this up through, and it's going to be easier. Instead of pushing it down, I'm going to pull this back out, all this work I did to get this down there, and then I'm going to go up through the basement compartment and push it up and then get it up through to here. It'll be easier doing it that way, I think. Not being able to see where things are makes it harder, so I'm going to go down and bring it up. We're down here in the basement compartment, and this is where the little pole that I stuck up through there is. Okay. I don't want to break this other PEX. Sometimes it's easier to go above. Oh, you know what?
A few hours later.
What'd you think?
I had fun,
Did you have fun at the groomers?
but I'm a little tired now.
Are you clean?
I smell better now, too.
What I'm gonna do next is, because there's so many PEX tubes going up through that hole, I need to make another hole.
No.
So I'm gonna try to drill a small pilot hole up and see on this end where it goes up through. And then if it goes up through without hitting anything, like a piece of wood, then I'm gonna make a bigger hole.
No. This plan is going off the rails very quickly.
Make the plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to go off the rails, throw away the plan.
It'll just be the size of the PEX, which is like the size of my finger. A small hole. We've had bigger holes before.
This is going really, really south fast.
The way the manufacturers put these pipes in here is like so tightly wound, and you can't fit another one in. I mean, they weren't planning on another one going in there. So I need to make my own path. For all the noise, there's some tree trimmers back here. All right, I'm gonna drill a hole up through there. A little hole.
I'm very scared right now. Very, very scared. Ben's down there with a drill. And I'm up here watching, it's like I'm literally like in a horror film, just watching, waiting for something bad to happen.
Here goes nothing. All right, I'm gonna start drilling right there. A little hole. A little hole. Just a small little hole. You see it?
Nope.
See it?
No, I hear it, but I don't see it.
See it?
No, I have no clue where you are.
It's up in there. Okay, hold on, I'll go come and look. Are you seeing it?
Okay, I do see it now. It just wasn't, it didn't come through where I expected that it was gonna come through for whatever reason.
Oh, it never does.
Well, no, here's the, I think we were just obviously we're like miscommunicating as far as like what area to be looking for. I'm gonna let you look at where that is. See if you think it's where you thought it was gonna be.
Oh, perfect, yep. That'll work. That's gonna actually go straight up.
It's not, it's gonna have to bend a little.
A small little bend, but it's actually right straight along that path. So it's exactly where I wanted it to be.
I'm glad it's where you wanted it to be. I don't want any holes, honestly, but it is what it is. We just have to make sure that like we seal it up afterwards because
Well, yeah.
ants.
Yep. Are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Make sure you don't hit anything.
Ah!
Just kidding.
Don't say that.
Okay, ready? So what we need to do is take this.
Are you sure about this?
Feed it through the basement compartment.
I just want to know, when are you cooking the bacon?
Feed it through and then straight up. Alaska, you listening to me? Hey, straight up through the top. And then it should work. What do you think? You in?
I'm in. Let's do this.
Okay, see if the pegs will fit up there, but I will have to put something kind of around it. All right, let's see. There it is. Got it up through there. Sweet.
Day 3.
So we're now at day 3 in this project. He's got the tubing in.
Yep.
So the next step is you are gonna drill a hole through the shower. And here's the deal. I think we should not do that next. I think we need to try to like make the connections to the water pump first, because what if for some reason, God forbid, it's just not gonna work with our application. I don't think that, I mean, it's supposed to all work out.
Are you doubting my work? No.
I'm not doubting your work. I'm doubting our abilities, honestly. That's what I'm doubting.
You sound so confident.
So I'm like, I really feel like drilling the hole through the shower wall should be like the last thing that we do.
Glad we have some reason here in this RV.
That's why there's 2 of us.
Right.
And we're different and we think different because
Exactly.
it's a blessing.
Yep.
So let's
So let's go down in the basement and we'll connect up the
water pump. Make sure that that's going to work out first.
Okay.
And then you can drill your hole.
All right.
All right.
So here's the pecs coming. Ow. Here's the pecs coming through here. And then here's the water pump that has an elbow on it. So what we need to do, as you can see, this is the pecs. I just put this little splitter on it. And somehow we need to figure out how to tie that into the intake of the pump. The intake's where the filter is there. You can see that filter right there. We need to kind of get that in on the beginning part of the pump.
On this side or that side?
Beginning before the filter.
This side?
Yeah. We need to take off this part here. So let me take that off and then we'll figure out how to configure it. One of the favorite things about these projects that I absolutely really love and always look forward to is I get to go and get tools to add to my arsenal. So I've got this little PEX crimp tool and a little cutter tool. I can cut them easily and then crimp them back on with these little crimps. What I'm gonna do is, it comes in handy because then I have it for when I need it. So I've got this flexible hose, and what we're gonna do is just run just a small little piece of hose to join the 2 together, and I'm gonna crimp them onto the little splitters.
See, and then here's what I think. You all let me know in the comments. Since Ben's getting all of the tools for all of the things RV related, maybe we should send him to RV tech school so he can start actually making some money with the tools.
The RV industry needs thousands of RV technicians and inspectors.
Yay! Who wants to vote? Vote in the comments. Should Ben become an RV tech?
No. No. Take this off. Pull this. I've taken this off a couple of times, so I'm pretty used to.
Okay, cut longer than you think you need, because you can always take off more, but if you've gone too short,
that's profound.
You can't go back. There's no going back.
That is true.
Longer than you think.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave a little bend in there.
Shorten it up if you need to.
All right, right here. Try my little cut tool. Let's see how it works.
Longer than you need.
Oh, like butter.
Smooth like butter, like a criminal undercover.
Okay, so right to there. Cut. Gotta hold it so it doesn't snap back. And now I got a little remnant piece. There it is. It'll fit right into there.
All right, let's try to do it to it and make sure we have, well, we can't make sure we have no leaks because we can't turn it on yet.
Right.
But at least we can connect it.
Yeah, but I need a little piece to go from here to there.
Well, you got plenty of spare parts, so.
Okay, now I gotta put this up there and then crimp it. I've never crimped these before. We'll see how that works. Then I just push, squeeze it. Okay, and then let go. Oh, that's nice and tight.
As long as it doesn't leak, that's gonna be the big thing.
Yep. Oh man, you have to have some major. All right, she's tight. There's the water coming from the fresh tank through the pump, and this is gonna be the recirculation from the water from the shower that's not hot yet back through. So that way it'll recirculate versus dumping down into the gray tank. It's gonna recirculate back into the system.
Let's hope so.
That's in theory how
In
it's
theory.
supposed to work.
So next step of the theory.
Now it's testing after we get the hole drilled. So we're gonna go ahead and outline the hole.
This makes me nervous.
You know, we can always patch it.
You can't patch a fiberglass freaking shower.
You fiberglass, you can patch anything.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna need a whole new shower.
You can always go back. You can always.
No, once there's a hole, there's no going back. That's why, like,
you can patch it.
It's like a tattoo. This is for life.
Yeah. Well, there's the hole outline. You're really supposed to use a hole saw, but I don't have a hole saw, so I'm gonna use what I have. No going back now. There's the wood. Good. All right, we're through. There it is.
Good luck getting your hand in there. But like, how are you gonna even get your hand back there?
It's called skills.
It's kind of. It's like you're at an angle.
Like screw it in.
Okay, here. I felt like if you would push more, it's there. There you go. There you go. Now it's coming through. Gosh, that rooster.
Yeah. Okay, so now we'll screw the pecs onto this piece, and then we'll shove it through the wall and screw it on, and then we'll be able to test it, really. Do a dry test. Well, not really dry test.
You dry test plumbing. Yeah, it's not coming through straight. It's like, oh, there, it popped through.
And then it should kind of pop again, right? Flat? Is it flat or not?
Flat.
Is it straight through?
Ish. But if you put it on before, wait a minute.
Because I can't turn this. Well, maybe.
No.
This is still kind of, actually I need to, yeah, it's
because
flexible.
the knob's in the way though.
Here, you turn that while I hold it on the other end. Get up behind here and pop it off. Well, actually I didn't need to do that.
You didn't need to do that one, just that one.
So you screw this on.
But then how are you going to screw on the bottom part, I guess, at least has a...
Yeah.
Like with a good garden hose thing where it...
It's a tight fit. Well,
I know, that's like the thing that...
Guess better than the alternative. Hopefully this fits now, actually.
Oh, Lord.
Jeez, now that we're tightening things, it actually...
Misaligned.
Dirty cleaning my mess.
Story of my life, then I come behind it and keep it up.
Okay, so moment of truth.
On this
Let's
side. We have...
see if...
There's like 3 places with moment of truth. We have moment of truth here.
Yep.
We have moment of truth behind the wall.
Right.
And then we have moment of truth where the water pump is once that we do the recirc thing. But the recirc thing's like, we're not even recircing right now. We're just...
Well, in theory, I don't know which way the knob needs to be. We'll find out. But, so, let's see if the water heater is on. Okay. So let's go ahead and, you know what? We know the recirc is on.
Well, there should be no water coming out.
Yeah.
So if I turn on hot water, this is
hot water, yeah.
Okay, nothing's coming out. No, like I did, but look, there's no water coming out.
Okay, good. So it's recircing.
Okay.
It is recirculating.
You better go check down there and make sure that...
Yep. Water heater kicked on. Okay. So now...
Go check it down by the water pump and make sure there's no leaks.
I'm not too worried right yet. That should turn color.
Something just dripped.
Okay, that's... Well, I need to tighten it with the plastic wrench. So this should turn a lighter color. And then when that turns a lighter color, then you flip this. Yeah, it's getting lighter now.
Oh.
See that?
So gray,
in theory, it should be hot.
Does it feel hot?
It's warm.
Oh, yeah.
Now you can turn it on.
We got hot water.
Yeah, so now turn it on. And you should have instant hot water.
Instant hot water!
And it didn't waste anything.
No, we wasted no water.
How cool is that?
That's really cool. As long as nothing's leaking out there.
Nothing leaking.
As long as nothing's leaking, it's really cool.
That is cool.
I don't feel anything wet.
You're not feeling anything wet back there? Okay, good.
So that's good.
Good. Let's go check down in the basement.
All right, go check down there.
Okay, so let's see if that... Oh, geez. Okay. We do have some leaking going on here. Oh, right where I thought it was going to leak. So I think that isn't getting tight enough. So I need to figure out how to tighten that more.
One eternity later.
All right. This little splitter did not quite work because the hose wasn't fitting on this side. And so it was a little bit bigger hose, the RV hose going from the water tank to this. So I had to improvise and build my own little setup. So this one, the RV hose and a clamp will fit on, and then these two, the PEX will fit on. So there's different connectors for different type of hoses. So I'm learning a lot as I go. I'm learning along the way, and which is why, you know, I absolutely love some of these projects, because I always learn something new and add tools to my arsenal. So let's go ahead and get some Teflon tapes, because I will need that to be able to keep this sealed up before I screw these on. Always want it to go in the direction and not against. Probably not the best tool, but I'm waiting for my other tool to come in, the rubber grips on it. But this will work. Good enough, right? All right, put that piece on. Now the last one. There we have it. My little modified junction water flow box pipe thingamajigger.
It's science.
The hose will go onto here with a clamp, and then the PEX will fit onto this, and then I'll put a clamp on there. Okay, so this tool just came in, so I can finish tightening up all the plastic pieces. I'll put a link to this tool in the description, but it's got rubber on it, and these pop off as well, but it's like a wrench with the rubber pieces, so that way any plastic pieces you need to tighten, it doesn't mess those up. So I can just crimp on there and then just tighten it. There we go. And all the other plastic pieces inside I can tighten up. It's got spring action too. Okay, so now I can get the drill this and clamp this on. Nice and tight. And actually I'm gonna go ahead and use this. Just make sure it's snug on there. Okay, so since I've got a bend here, I remember me getting one of these fittings that is straight on. So what I'm gonna do, so I don't have to do a bunch of bends, I'm gonna take off this connector and then put on the straight. That way I just have to put a hose from here straight across. That should solve a problem with it, like any bends. So then I just need a little hose going from there to there. I almost moved that over a little bit, but anyways. I realize this is a little hodgepodge, but what I figured I would do is if I clamp this kind of together up here, this would lift it up and lift so there's not, you know, any pressure or bend coming in there. And then that way we've got a nice connection coming in. So this is coming from the water tank and then going to the pump, and then this is the recirculation back. So we'll see if we have any leaks now. All right, time to turn on the water. Whoops. Well, okay, first need to turn off the low level drain. And then now I can turn this back on. See if there's any leaks. No leaks so far. All right, this is the moment of truth. If I run this, back through. Right now it's warm. So then we turn on the water and there you go, it's warm. Hey buddy, do we have leaks? Good boy. Is there leaks? You look handsome. I hear something, but that's the drain. And there is no leaks in here. Nothing. Not a one. Oh, beautiful. Charity's gonna be pretty happy about that. That's from before. Okay, so I've got good news. It's working and there's no leaks.
Yay! Now I can go clean in the RV because you have to have water to clean.
Yeah.
At least to clean the right way.
Yes, you do.
We are one step closer to getting on the road, so that is super
exciting.
Yes, it is.
This isn't Bob Wells' channel.
This is not the Bob Wells channel.
Oh crap, I actually need to go back behind over here.
Oh crap. If you're a Bob Wells fan, that's great, but that's just not our style of camping. We've got some more things that are coming up, so you'd want to make sure that you have hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, because we've got some more DIY tips, tricks, hacks, mods. Anyway, more stuff that we're going to do as we're preparing to get back onto the road. And in the meantime, we've got a great video for you to watch with more hacks.
Check that one out.
Right up there.